Hello and welcome. Now in this section, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about the errors in Android development. And this section, one of the most important section that you should watch, let's say twice, ladies and gentlemen, because the errors, as you know, ladies and gentlemen, the Android world, it's keep development, okay, so it's under development, okay, so that's why we need to be current. That means we need to watch each things that come new, okay, each update that they release, we need to work with them, okay. So probably the oldest thing that it will not work, so it will give you an error. That's why we need to know how to solve these problems. Now in this section, ladies and gentlemen, we have divided the errors for separate parts, okay, and the first part of errors that we are going to run here, okay, it's the error that we have 5 or 6 type of errors that we are going to work with, okay. So but before that, ladies and gentlemen, you need to know this, okay. Even the experts developer, they have an error, okay, and you have an error, me have an error, all of us have an errors, but the difference between us, it's how to solve these problems. The expert developer know how to solve the problem, okay, but maybe the beginner developer has some issues with identify the error, then solve it, okay. So in this section, I'm going to try my best to make it easy for you, okay. So do not give up if you get an error, okay. We here to help you. So let's get started. Now the first type of error here, I'm going to explain it. It's in our Kotlin file, okay, which is the error that will get detected by the compiler, okay, by the Android Studio. Now what I mean by this, so for example, if we create a variable here, okay, let's for example call it here any name. I'm just gonna call it name, okay. Then let's say I assign a value to it, okay, for example something like this. So I'm gonna type hello world, okay, and by mistake deleted this one. So ladies and gentlemen, this could be not a double quotation, this could be, let's say, a bracket or a dot or a comma, all these stuff. Let me write them in the comment here. For example, if you forgot a dot, okay, if you forgot, let's say like this, or all these symbols that you can see here, okay, for example question mark or double quotes or all these symbols that you can see. It's not just let's say a double quotation, okay, it's not like this, okay. We can get an error if we forget one of these, okay. So this is one of the errors that will get detected by the Android compiler. And if you look here, ladies and gentlemen, here, okay, we can actually see the error or the error line, okay, ladies and gentlemen. Here, if you look here on the right, ladies and gentlemen, all the way to the right, then we can see that we have something not good, okay. And if you can see here we have this red lines that show on the Android interface. That means we have something not good, okay. For example, what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna specify a new variable. I'm just gonna call it age. It's equal to the find view by ID method, ladies and gentlemen, okay. And I just by mistake deleted this one, okay. So here, of course, we need to specify here the casting. So I'm just going to cast it as a view, okay. Here, ladies and gentlemen, we have an error because we are forget to add another brackets here, okay, like this, okay. And here we forgot to add double quotes. Now this is the most basic of error that you will run into, which is the errors that will get detected by Android compiler, okay. And you did a mistake that will cause this error, ladies and gentlemen. And if you look here, ladies and gentlemen, on the right here, the error we have made the error here on the line 27, okay. But the red line here shows here on this line, let's say 35 in this case now, or this line. Now the reason behind this is actually we have missed something that maybe will cause another error, okay, ladies and gentlemen. And my idea here, if we continue typing code right here we are missing the error will affect this line and this line and this one line until it's came to here, okay, because here it's now an opening. that means it's expecting from us to write a code in it. But if we close it, that means we have closed the error. The error will stay in the same line. But if we open it like this, then it will be affected the other lines. Okay, that's why we need, even if we close it like this, okay, and we still have an error here, okay, but the error will stay in the same line. Okay, but if we remove it and keep it open like this, then the error will affect the other lines. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, but the way of solving these problems is really simple. Okay, it's just by, for example, here click on this on the red line here, and it says expecting a double quotes. Okay, and if you come here, that you know that you have created a variable of type string, and you have adding them the double quote here, and just you add it and you solve the problem. Here you know we need to pass an ID. If you hover over it, it said no value passed for a parameter ID. That means it's expecting an ID from us, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now this is the most basic types of error. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, which is the error that will get detected by the Android compiler inside your Kotlin file. Okay, this note could be like this. For example, if we have, let's say, the if statement, okay, we typing if, and by mistake we remove this one, okay, or by mistake we remove one of these, okay, let's say this one, okay, we have an error right here. Okay, so as you can see, the error until become right here. Okay, because all the other lines will get affected. Okay, because it has an opening for the if statement, it's not has a closing. Now this closing, it's for the onCreate method, and this is for the class. So we need to add an extra one just to close our if statement, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so this could be any symbol in Android development, whether it's be a dot or brackets or question mark or exclamation mark or dot or colon or not semicolon, because you do not have it right here. And if it's quote, if it's, let's say, let me type the exclamation mark or others, or for example the at symbol also we are gonna use it. So all these symbols, if you miss them in the correct place, then you will get an error. What I mean by correct place, that mean here, if we the if statement work with these brackets, if we remove one of these, then you have broke the structure of the if statement. Okay, and you will get an error. So Android Studio will help you a lot with these types of errors, because it will detect the line, okay, and also telling you what it's missing. Okay, in this case, let's say double quotes or an ID or something like this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the first type of error, and you do not need any searching to solve these issues. Okay, because first of all, the Android Studio will tell you which line you have the error, and the second thing is you know at least that, for example, you have broke the structure. Okay, so if you work with the if statement, that means, okay, you know that the if statement, it's need the if keyword, then this bracket and the conditional between them, and we need to write our code here. So if we misspelling one of these, then you are breaking the structure of the if statement. Or the same thing for the variable. You need to do a keyword val, then any name, then the equal sign, then a value that match the type that you are looking for. And if you broke any of these steps, then you are breaking the structure of identify or define a variable. Okay, now to solve the problem, I will tell you 3 steps that you need to do. First of all, see, okay, the line, let's type, see the line error or the error line. Okay, the second thing that read, okay, the error itself. Okay, last but itself. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, self, like this. The third step that you need to do, it's actually to match, okay, match the error with the code that you have. For example, match the error with the, for example, the correct code. Okay, and you might be asking yourself, how can, if I know the correct code, why should I fall into error? No, what I mean by this step, match the error with the for example, the structure of the things that you get an error with. For example, if you get an error with the if statement, then match the error with the if structure, okay, and with the variable, with the loop, okay, let's say with the other stuff, with the arrays, ladies and gentlemen, okay. Just match the error with the structure of the things that you get an error with, and you will see that you have make something by mistake, or some symbol like dot, quote, brackets, exclamation mark, question mark, so on and so forth. So the easiest way is, this is the most basic of type an error, okay, ladies and gentlemen, and these are the 3 steps that you need to follow to solve the error. So that was our first type of error, which was very easy, ladies and gentlemen. In the next video we are going to take more advanced errors, and we are going to continue on in the next video.